LoveLine is meant for an adult audience.
LoveLine is meant for an adult audience.
LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content.
LoveLine may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
We had a petition. The cast got together. Stop.
You
You're going
didn't
to be
just
on this show
consult
for a long time.
Did just consult the magic 8-ball? Just, will this thing end ever?
No.
Probably not.
They told us never.
Never.
It's really sad.
Mondays, 8 p.m. on CBS. And then
But
you've
I've got
go ahead.
Yeah, I have a new show. I'm the star of UPN's Veronica Mars, which I'm very excited about. Please watch that. I'm very different from my Spence character, looking very cute.
What time is that?
That's Wednesdays, 9 o'clock, Veronica Mars. I'm the star of that.
And then you just had a Comedians of Comedy. Is that still,
Comedians of Comedy? Yeah, that show, that's a Comedy Central show, Friday night, 11 o'clock on Comedy Central. Me and 3 friends in a van, smelling badly, but you don't smell us, but you do see and hear us on the road.
And is that airing repeatedly, or does that have a particular date or time?
Well, it's Comedy Central, so they only the new episodes premiere every Friday at 11, but then they only repeat them 41 times during the week. So try to catch the Friday show.
Like Mad TV. And for your Veronica Mars, will there be a line of makeup and stylish clothing to follow that?
Yeah, there'll be a scent. I have a workout DVD coming out that I'm very excited about. You need to buy an 8-foot stick with that, but it helps the workout. And then some low carb, carbonated. Low carb, but they're carbonated. It's not low carbonation. It's low carb carbonated drinks. That's my new. It's kind of a twist.
Very
just something, I'm from the street, so.
So now listen, Mad TV is somebody you've written for a long time, right?
No, I wrote for Mad TV for the first 2 seasons, but I was such a dick that they fired me with good reason. Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, they didn't ask me to come back for the 3rd season.
Well, it's a little different than fired.
Yeah, but I look back and I totally support that decision because I was such a douche.
What'd you do?
I had like the worst attitude, and I was like this comedy Nazi, and I was like, so I think I was like frustrated by all the network notes that we got, and I was also frustrated by the fact that I wasn't writing on Mr. Show. That I funneled all my anger into people that had nothing to do with my plight.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it was all the makers of bad television you were angry at.
Yeah, it was more like I was angry at the gods, but I took it out on the producers, and the producers were in just as bad a predicament as I was because they were getting the same awful network notes.
Right.
But I was too much of a wuss bag to yell at the network. I just yelled at them.
I think I saw you do a stand-up on there once on Mad TV.
No.
No?
Never.
I said that show goes on Comedy Central, though. It never ends now, right?
Not just on Comedy Central. It goes on on Fox. I think, aren't they on like their 10th season?
Yes. It just keeps going. But now listen, back to the Comedians of Comedy. Now, comedians are sort of an interesting group, right?
They're, if by interesting you mean sad and antisocial,
sad, sick, antisocial, disturbed. Where does that come from?
I think it comes from the fact that to become a successful comedian, I think you have to not be in control of a lot of stuff that other people are in control of that make them socially palatable. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Stuff like anger and resentment, jealousy, envy, and self-loathing. Really, if you are in touch with those, that makes you a pretty good comedian. And also the stuff that tends to like make people bummed out and they just kind of dwell in it for a second and then try to think of something happy. Instead of moving on to the happy thing, we dwell on the really bad thing and try to make that funny.
It's
almost like the way like we're so I don't know, I guess it's like the way like homicide cops just are so obsessed with murder and misery and trying to fix it, even though there's way too much of it. Comedians in our own weak way are the same way.
Nice.
So you get to watch that. Man, I'm so not selling this show right now.
No, it's good.
It's the worst.
No, it sounds interesting now.
Look, if you watch this show, you'll start bleeding out of your eyes and get cancer. So Fridays, 11 o'clock, make sure to tune in.
All right, I want to take some calls, but I also want to hear something about you in the UK. I'm reading some stuff about you having been in the Kilkenny Comedy Festival. And
oh, yeah.
An American comedian, how does that work?
It ended up working pretty well. I was shocked, too. I went over there, and I was a little worried because half of my bits are about local ads in L.A. and the other half are about me farting. So I was like, I don't know if this is going to translate internationally. But apparently they have bad TV there, too, and people fart in the United Kingdom. So it was wonderful.
In fact, I remember when I first went to England, I was like in college age, and I was sort of struck by there was very little sexual humor, but a lot of potty humor. A lot of potty humor, a lot of puns, a lot of like wordplay, and a lot of like weird winking stuff amongst a lot of their comedians. It's almost like their form of here's what's really weird. I know this is going to sound kind of lame, but what's big comedy-wise over there right now as far as stand-up is concerned, and their TV shows are 10 times more evolved than our TV shows comedy-wise. Yes. But stand-up-wise, they're still kind of frozen in like the mid to late 80s as stand-ups. So I gotta not that I'm some innovative comedian, but because of the people I hang around with, I'm a little further along because of my peer group. So I got a taste of what it must have been like to be someone who was 10 years ahead of their time as a comedian some nights. Just audiences going, what is, like, there's no obvious setup and then twist on a word and then, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Well, here's somebody, one of our callers has a question for you about comedy. This is Aaron, 21. Aaron.
Hi, Patton.
Hey, man.
Hey, I just want to say I saw you up in Seattle at Bumbershoot, and that was awesome.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh, thanks. You came out to Bumbershoot.
Yeah, and that was just the comedy festival there was really good.
Yeah, that's always amazing. That's not a good way to judge a comedian because the crowds up there are so good that even if you're a bad comedian, you can end up doing really well. And Aaron, you have a question?
My question was, how old were you when you got into like stand-up, and how did you go about it?
I was 19, and I started doing open mics in Washington, D.C. This was
more importantly, why did you go about it? What was motivating you?
What was motivating me was it was between my freshman and sophomore year of college, and I really had hit a point where I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I'm sure I was going to college back in Virginia. This place called William and Mary.
Oh yeah.
And I'm sure you've had this summer too, where you try like 15 different things, like desperately trying to figure out what you're supposed to do.
I'm still having summers like that.
Yeah, I'm sure I have those summers coming up. But that was the one thing where I did it, and there was zero reward. Like it went badly, and the set was awful. But I kept going back for more. So that was my yardstick on judging. Oh, I should probably do this because the other things I was doing, I would get a paycheck for doing them, but I wasn't excited. Like the minute something would go wrong, I would just quit. But comedy, nothing ever went right for like the first 4 years, and I kept coming back. So I used that as, I should do this.
That's how you know you're in love.
Exactly. Yeah, when you just keep that. You know what? That's how heroin addiction started, I think. Same way.
That does the same thing, yes. Except that does a little something for you. All right, let's go to some
there is a huge reward at the end, yeah.
Of comedy? Excuse me. Or
I'm gonna leave that open.
Open-ended, just for our listeners' imagination. This is Rachel, who is 22. The phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. Rachel, what's going on?
Okay, my question isn't about comedy at all.
All right, hang up on her, Drew. Drew, hang up on her.
The comedy talk.
Who cares? Hang up on her.
Here we go. LoveLine.
Go ahead. Rachel.
You're on with Patton Oswalt. What's up, Rachel? Rachel?
Hello?
Oh, come on.
Oh, she took us seriously.
Oh, come on. All right, you guys, I'm going to put her on hold. You guys see if you can get her back.
Wow.
This is Trent, who's 16. Trent?
Hey there, guys. How are you?
Good. What's up?
Man.
All right, here's my question. Actually, first off, I love both shows, so keep it up.
Thank you.
And, all right, well, here's my question. Back in middle school, I don't know if you'd say dated, but I was together with this girl, which doesn't really mean anything because it's middle school.
Yeah.
But years later, I'm in high school now, and I kind of always viewed her as, like, the best and the best I ever got, and how I view how girls still are and what I should strive for. Is that because she was the first, and am I just really building her up, or was she really that good, and I just don't know what I'm talking about?
Or did you really peak out at 12? So I doubt that it's a peak, Trent. Even if it were a peak, she's a different person now than she was when you peaked out.
Do you still know her? Do you still have contact with this girl?
I still have contact with her, and she's still the same girl I remember her as, but is she, or am I just remembering her how she was?
She's still 12?
No.
Oh.
But I don't know. We switched schools, and I have a little bit of contact with her, but but am I just remembering her as she was in my mind, or...
Here's the deal, Trent. It is normal to idealize people you fall in love with, and the degree to which you idealize them is a complicated issue. In other words, many people at a young age will overly idealize because it is the first time, and it is intense, and it is something that's difficult to sort of negotiate in a balanced way. It just overwhelms you. All the kinds of neurons start firing that have been dormant your whole life, basically. And I suspect more than not that's what you're dealing with here. On the other hand, idealization is something that's required to fall in love. That's what we just do when we fall in love with somebody. So this may be just... Have you fallen in love since then?
I don't think so.
I think when you fall in love again, magically, the degree to which this young 12-year-old has a lock on you will suddenly and magically dissipate. I really do.
I got to say, I don't want to be harsh, but you're 16 years old, and you're going to fall in love very big, very deep, much bigger and deeper than you fell in love with this girl in a few years.
Right.
So just don't anticipate it, but that's what's going to happen.
That's one of the most profound things I've ever heard Patton say. I mean, I'm shocked.
Also, masturbate to amputee porn.
Okay, there.
I didn't want to blow my image.
Rachel, 25.
Oh, Rachel's back.
Hey.
Yes. No, different.
Hang
Rachel.
up on
What's
her.
going on?
No,
different Rachel.
I'm kidding.
What's
Hi,
up, Rachel?
Hi. I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
I am thinking about, I've got the papers, divorcing my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And long story short, we've been together for about 8 years. And he had an affair on me that was pretty long-standing for me. I mean, it was probably about 4 months, whether or not...
Let's get some details here. You're 25 years old. How old is he, and how old was he when this all started?
He's 30. This all started last year.
He was 29.
We've been friends since I was 14. I met him
whoa, what do you mean friends?
Whoa, wait a minute. You've been together, or you've been friends since you were 14?
We've been friends since I was 14.
So he was 19, you were 14 when you met, and then he married you when you were 16?
No.
I'm
We've been married
confused.
for 5 years.
Oh,
We've been together for 8 years, and I've known him since I was 14.
Still a little weird, but go ahead.
Yeah. What NASCAR driver are you guys fans of?
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Sorry, that was mean. I couldn't
That's
help.
okay, 'cause I'm
Sorry.
not a NASCAR fan.
All right.
So he had an affair on me about
Just
a year
wants to
ago.
enjoy her people's music for a second.
Yeah.
So what was that now? He had an affair for 4 months.
Yeah.
Who was the woman?
Somebody he met through his job.
Somebody at work.
Yeah, I can kind of say that. He's self-employed. She was not anything like me, completely stepped down from me.
Well, he's self-employed, so it was someone who was working for him then.
Yeah.
Rachel, you have to not speak in codes, okay? Just be
Sorry.
real
Hey,
specific
can I
here.
just ask Rachel a quick question?
Sure.
Yeah.
What were the circumstances when you guys met? Was he, because he was...
Was he
you were
married?
14, he was
Right.
19.
Did he have a girlfriend then?
He did have a girlfriend at the time, and then when we finally got together, both of us were single.
All right.
Where were you?
Anyway, so he cheated.
All right.
Yeah,
Right,
he cheated.
he did.
And now you want to have a divorce because of that transgression, or has something else been
No,
happening?
it's been a year. We've been trying to work on things. I had thought about leaving him for years before that actually happened.
Why?
It was just kind of like the tip of the iceberg for me.
Why? Well, tell us more. What's the deal?
Just because the way he treated me, I didn't think was very fair. Things that
You're speaking, Rachel, code again. You're talking in code. You have to be
Yeah.
real specific. We don't know you. And what does anyone else listening? So you've got to be real specific. He treated me. What did he do?
Very verbally and emotionally abusive.
Okay. Well, that's a good reason to get out of a relationship right there. And has he been willing to do any therapy or anything with you?
He says he would, but he doesn't make the first step to do it. I actually got into counseling, and I went for a while, and
Okay.
he never, said, hey, let me go with you, even though after the fact.
Drugs or alcohol involved with this?
No.
Not at all.
No, I grew up with alcoholics. That's the last thing that I want to do.
Yeah, but Rachel, magically when you grow up with alcoholics, you'll find your way to another alcoholic to marry. And even though he may not be out of control with his disease, this all kind of smacks of alcoholism to me. He's not a heavy drinker.
During the time that he got together with her, he was. He was drinking more than he ever has during our relationship.
Okay, so this is the beginning of alcoholism.
What made him break up with her? Did you find out, or he just broke up himself?
I found out. I actually caught him there at her place on a couple occasions.
Oh, please. All right, so good. All right, so this is over, and what's your question?
My question is, we've been trying to work through it. I've tried to give what he said I was lacking, and he was able to do the things that I said were lacking in our marriage, but ultimately I still keep going back to, I really love you, but I can't be with you. I can't trust him anymore.
Right.
I have that nagging thought in the back of my mind always, and I don't think that's very fair because it ends up controlling some of my actions and some
Like
of
what
my
happens?
behaviors.
Like what do you do?
Just going to the store for, something. And when he would be gone longer than what he said he was going to be, I would start automatically thinking, okay.
All right, so all this it's betrayal craziness. Okay, so what's your question?
My question is, I've asked him for a divorce. I've got the papers to do it, but my son's birthday is next week. It's Christmas time. And
I mean,
Rachel?
you have a kid together? How many kids do you have?
Just one.
And the question is?
The question is, I am not so sure.
About divorce.
That's not a question.
I know it's not a question. I guess what I want somebody to do is just kind of let me know that I am making this decision for all the right reasons and not because I'm being selfish. He keeps telling me it's because I'm being selfish because I work in a different class than he does and I'm some kind of elitist because I work in a medical field.
Rachel, that is total BS. He's manipulating you. He's obfuscating. This is out of control manipulation, and you're falling for it. You've been from an alcoholic family system. You're highly codependent. You have poor boundaries. You need to stay in that therapy. You need to work with your therapist on making these decisions, make them, and stick by them. That's it. Your child, yes, needs to have a dad, and yes, of course, you'd want it to be a family. But he, frankly, is an alcoholic. I guarantee you he is. And this is the beginning of that. And I know he's an alcoholic because you selected him and are highly attracted to him. And he's not going to do it. Listen, I'm telling you, this is the truth. And
I'm attracted to all the wrong men. I'm aware.
Yes, you are, because of your alcoholic dad. And listen, you selected him. He's going to be a problem unless he is willing to do something about his disorder and you are going to do something about yours simultaneously. This isn't going to work. And it sounds like he is checking out. He's blaming you. He's manipulating you. This is going to get worse, and this could even get physically abusive. So yes, I think you're doing the right thing, but you shouldn't be calling a radio show and making that decision based on what we tell you. Work with your therapist, decide what you want to do. Yes, maybe you want to wait till after the holidays on behalf of your child. That doesn't mean you're not going to follow through on these things, all right? My goodness.
Although since she is calling a radio show, you should watch Comedians of Comedy Friday, December 2nd, 11 o'clock on Comedy Central. That will help.
Of course. When is it? Friday,
December 2nd, 11 p.m.
December 2nd. Okay.
On Comedy Central.
11 p.m. I didn't get them right that time. December 2nd. Okay. Got it. Okay, this now is Lily, who's 26.
Hi.
Hi, Lily.
Am I on?
You're on.
Am I on the air? Oh, okay.
You're on the air. What's up?
Okay, I have a question. I've been dating this guy for about 6 months, and he's asking me to do a lot of weird games and stuff like that with him sexually, but now he's asking me to penetrate him from behind.
When she says weird games, I think of like Twister. I'm not sure.
I know.
I don't
think of. By the way, what you just described, that's not a weird game. I mean, a game is what involves you do something, then he does something. There's no game called
loser,
hey, penetrate me from behind. Remember that game? Because
I used to play it as a kid. Did you?
Yeah, there's no competition. It's not like you're going to try and then not do it and go, hey, that was a fun game. I won. You didn't do it. He just wants it to happen.
Yeah, I know, but
football isn't called please score a touchdown on us. We'll let you do it. Like it's two people trying to prevent it from happening, so that's not a game.
Oh my.
Well, the other things we've always done were like games, and now it's kind of like it's like he wants it like to be like a prison rape scenario.
Oh boy.
So
again, I'm not sure that qualifies as a game, but anyway, what's your question?
So you'd be the bull queer like raping him?
Exactly.
Oh my
exactly.
God. Oh my.
Look, you know what? I remember that game from kindergarten.
What did they call it back then?
I don't know, but it was right before juice and crackers. I know that. We'd have that, and we needed a lot of crackers and juice afterward. Oh. Boy, it was great.
So, Lily, we would suspect something's up with your boyfriend. Something happened to him.
Totally.
Yeah, what happened to him?
I don't know. He doesn't. I don't know. He seems totally normal, but.
Do you guys live together?
No.
No. So he has his own apartment.
Yes.
Did he decorate it?
No.
Uh-huh.
It looks like a regular guy's apartment would look.
No, a lot of frame pictures or house plants, nothing like that.
Yeah, like posters, stuff like that.
Posters. Yeah. All right, but Lily, okay, listen, here's the deal. You can play these games if you wish, if there's something that make you happy and things you want to do with him. If you do not, I believe you're going down a path into fetishism here, and that's going to take over your physical relationship. And it's not.
That's what I was worried about. I don't want it to be all like, let's try to like up the ante every time. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, I know what you mean. That's where it's going. That's up the ante is right. That's where it's going. And if you don't want to do that, don't. Very simple.
Although if a guy wants to fantasize like he's being prison raped, I mean, is there anything really? I mean, Drew, that's not that bad, is it? Like every now and then, if you want to have that, right?
Listen, nothing is. I wouldn't use words like bad or wrong or anything to apply to any of these things, but it is.
Drew, you're saying it's not bad. Just say it's not bad.
It's not bad.
All right. Do you hear that, sweetie? I'm sorry. I just want my wife to listen to this. All right. He said it's fine. Jesus.
But it's heading towards. It could be a little bit. It could mean trouble. Hillary, 20.
Hi. I've been with my boyfriend for about 2 years, and we've always had a very interesting sex life. But now he's like wanting to pee in my mouth, and I'm not sure if that's normal or.
Patton?
Again, if a guy needs to, do some urine, no, that's I don't know. Is it that
abnormal? Abnormal. I wouldn't do that.
I got to say, of all the fetishism, the whole peeing on people things, and probably because I'm just so OCD, I don't know. I've never understood that.
It's nice and sterile, though, Patton. It's sterile. Urine sterile. I mean, what are you going to do?
Is it?
Absolutely.
Urine is sterile.
It completely comes from inside the body, and unless it's infected, it's sterile. But here's the deal,
How do you
Hillary.
get infected pee?
You get a bacteria gets up into the urethral and gets up into the bladder, get a bladder infection. And women get that more easily than men because there's such a short distance from the outside world to the bladder.
And because the vagina is evil, right?
The vagina is evil.
Because devils are attracted to it, demons and stuff.
Well, there's lots of bugs in there, lots of organisms. They're waiting to get you there, Pat. When you go in there, that's why
where
you need to
possums
go.
come from, right? From
and
the
that's
vagina?
why you do the prison guard game, so you avoid that area. See,
that is true.
Okay. Hillary, the deal is, it's one thing, it's almost better, well, I don't want to use words like that. If he'd asked you to do that to him, that's one thing, because that's what he wanted and it's not being imposed upon you, although I don't know that I would want to participate in that. When he wants to do that to you, it's an unusual request, a bizarre request, and it's subjecting you to something you don't want anything to do with. So why are you with this guy?
In the mouth is so specific, isn't it? I mean, I thought people just peed on each other.
Yeah, it's so specific it makes me think the call is bogus, frankly. But we'll take it and just say we disapprove. We'll put that one under the bad category. Phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton Oswalt in here tonight, and we're learning a little bit about him and his. So far, I make a list about our guests, and so far I've learned that you like prison guard games. So let's write this down.
No, that was actually a riff that just was so unfunny and lame.
Prison guard game. Well, we'll put it under your list.
All right, put it on there. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, and we got disturbed family system. We haven't found exactly what yet. Self-loathing and hatred, I think, were the words you used. Self-loathing.
Well, yeah, that's self-loathing and hatred.
Hatred, envy, and what was the other one? Jealousy. Envy and jealousy.
I'm seeing my shrink tomorrow, so maybe I can get like a discount if this show goes well.
No. I'm just going to put this on disc, and you can just take it in and put it on the shrink's computer and just say,
there you go.
Deal. It says a list of what happened last time. 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton Oswalt, and we'll be right back.
LoveLine.
LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton Oswalt in the studio with us tonight. You know him as Spence on King of Queens, Mondays, 8 p.m. CBS. And now, Comedians of Comedy. Is it right? Friday, December 2nd, 11 p.m. Comedy Central? Did I get that right?
Every Friday, 11 o'clock.
Hey, every time I hear your name, it seems like people want to put a D at the end of it. Is that just how I'm hearing it? Or is that Lee Harvey Oswald's remnants left on our memories?
I think it's just like a mass memory thing. Yeah, I think people hear Oswalt and they go, it's a D, but it's a T.
All right, let's take some.
I'm going to change that when I eventually kill a world leader, but that'll take some time. Yeah.
This is Steve, 22. Steve.
Hello.
Hey, Steve, what's up?
This is Dr. Drew.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Hi. Okay, so the other night, I went out drinking with some friends, and then I came home, and one of my friends, a girl, was passed out on my couch. And I'd been drinking a little bit, but not that much. And I started masturbating to her, like I was looking at her and masturbating.
That kind of freaked you out?
Yeah, I think there's something kind of predatory about that, and I recognized that even as I was doing it.
You pansy!
It's kind of it's a little bit stressful.
Have you ever done anything like that before?
I never have, and I always thought I was really sensitive to sort of, violation of women because...
You pansy!
Yeah, because my girlfriend
Because why?
And I...
Wait a minute. You have a girlfriend?
I have a girlfriend.
You have one now?
Yeah, I do.
Is she friends with the girl you masturbated to?
No.
Oh, this is some strange girl you were hanging out with.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was your girlfriend there in the house with you at the time?
No.
Would she be angry that you had Would she be angry that you had another girl staying over?
No, I don't think so. The girl is a friend of my roommate, who is also a girl.
What else going on? I mean, that's sort of an aggressive act. I mean, what's been going on?
That doesn't sound like something you just suddenly do. Like, there's other, you kind of lead up to it.
I guess, I've been having some issues with my girlfriend, like the past week, but...
What, are you guys not having the sex that you like? She's not satisfying you, or...
We never have as much sex as I like, but it's more just like, she's been kind of like, just mean to me, like unfriendly and kind of antagonistic.
Huh.
I think maybe in a sense I was getting back, sort of covertly, but I'm not sure.
Tell me a little bit about your upbringing. How was your family of origin?
Well, my parents were divorced, but they divorced when I was 3, so that's all I've ever known. And I'm pretty happy with my parents. I don't have any resentment about that. I never had any sexual abuse or, trauma. I was never beaten, never really verbally abused.
And you grew up, did your mom raise you, or was your dad around?
Yeah, my mom raised me. My dad was around. I saw him, at least twice a month.
Did you have other siblings?
No, I'm an only child.
I'm going to say, I know this is going to sound kind of radical, I would break up with your girlfriend because you're not happy with her, because I think if you stay with her, this behavior could get worse and worse. It sounds like you're sitting on a lot of resentment towards your girlfriend.
Yeah, there is some resentment, but I don't know. I've been with her for 4 years, and I love her very much.
I don't think it was a week's worth of problems.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Patton is this your first girlfriend?
No.
Is it your second girlfriend?
I'd say like 4th or 5th.
I mean, you were 18 when you got together with this one. How much of a girlfriend was it that you were having before that? You know what I'm saying? Those were sort of dating.
Well, no. Well, I had like my first girlfriend at like 15 and then 16.
And that's not a girlfriend. I'm sorry. That's not a girlfriend.
I was in college, so.
College at 15?
At college at 16.
How'd that happen?
I didn't go to 4th grade, and I was a little young to begin with, so.
Wow, interesting. All right, well, here's sort of my take on it. I kind of agree with Patton, is that there seems to be something more boiling over here than you really consciously are aware of. And it feels like aggression and resentment towards... Is this bogus by any chance?
No, it's not. I wish it were.
Before I go launching into a provisional explanation.
Because, by the way, this is word for word an episode of Full House. I have to say that. It's the exact one. This is an episode of Full House.
Was he looking at the twins or what?
No.
It was weird. It was Willem Dafoe's first acting job. He played a delivery man in that one, but it was an episode of Full House. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I agree with Patton in that it seems to be sort of a boiling over of aggression and resentment, or some negativity that you can't contain. Here's what you can do. You can not do that again. Okay, you can go ahead and not realize it was a bad thing, that you feel bad and sort of guilty and ashamed for having done it. Go ahead and not do it again. If you can't contain that and you see yourself starting to engage in other sorts of behaviors that are aggressive and uncharacteristic and compulsive and maybe sort of addictive in their quality, you got to look into it. Because it's suspicious that there's more here going on than meets the eye. And at 18, when you get involved with your first real long love relationship, it's the first time you've had to end a 4-year relationship. You don't even know when a relationship has run its course. All you know is you love this person, you want to dedicate the rest of your life, and we put so much time into it, and how can we possibly give it up with all we put into it? Hey, guess what? In 4 years from now, when you've had 3 more of these relationships, you won't let them last 6 months. You wouldn't have let this one last 6 months. But they have to run their course. You have to learn how you feel in these kinds of relationships, and bad things happen late in these relationships as sort of symptoms of their need to terminate. And what Patton's getting at, I kind of agree with that may be what's going on here. So either you can stop or you can't, and if you can't, you're going to have to look into this. And Patton, being raised by an only child, being raised by a mom, you can get some problematic feelings about women sometimes.
Even if the mom is totally nice and supportive, there can be weirdness there. It doesn't take a lot to mess people up. I think people think that to get messed up, you need to be like molested or beaten. Someone can just look at you wrong on the wrong day when you're 9, and you could be up in a bell tower with a machine gun. Honestly, sometimes that's all it takes. On the other hand,
is there a story there, Patton, the story?
No, I'm just saying that it's all relative, because other people are raised and their parents are alcoholics and they're getting beaten and having sparklers thrown at them, and they turn out totally fine, like our president. So there's no way to know what's going to happen.
Sparklers thrown at them.
Yeah.
That happened to you?
It's Christmas is coming up and memories kind of surface.
Yeah, prison guard.
I remember it as a very happy time, Drew. I'd like to move on. I just remember it as a very happy time, because it was one of the few times my parents weren't beating each other up.
Nice. Sophia, 26.
Please move on, Drew. Thank you.
Sophia.
Hello?
Sophia. Hi there. You're on the air.
Hi. Actually, I just had a quick question.
Yes.
I was wondering, can a guy tell if by having sex with a girl who hasn't had kids and a girl who has, if you have a lot of kids, are you looser than a girl who's never had kids?
Patton, you have kids?
I'm sorry?
No,
you
no
don't
kids.
Have kids. You're married though, right?
Yeah.
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to our guest, Patton Oswalt.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sophia, yes, if it's possible that a guy could tell the difference, but it's not necessarily the case that he could. And in particular, at younger ages, women don't. Younger ages, one baby, there may be very little change that a guy might well not notice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can always fall back on, look, I was smuggling cans of Van Camp beans into Mexico to help orphans. That's an excuse that a lot of girls I know have used, and the guy respects you because you're helping out orphans with the baked beans.
You didn't know about that one, Sophia? You know?
I'm sorry?
You didn't know about that one?
No.
It works. The guys really respect you.
Oh, and I had one more question.
Yeah.
Those exercises they say you can do?
The Kegel exercises?
Yeah, or will tighten, make you tighter? Is that true?
Yeah.
Does it really make you tighter? Or
you're obsessing about this. What's happening with you? Let's get specific.
My boyfriend, he has an ex-wife, and they have 3 kids.
Oof.
And I was just wondering if
Well, do you have any kids?
No, I don't.
Well, then he should be happy with you.
Oh, well.
What are you worried about?
But not only that, listen, most men end up married to women who have kids. And you listen to this show. Do guys call in every night complaining about lack of sensitivity because of distortions of the vaginal architecture? No, you never hear about that because the reality is it really doesn't make that big a difference. Occasionally it makes some difference, but for the most part, it's a non-issue, for the most part.
So it doesn't it's not that big of a concern?
Yeah. It's really not a big deal, no.
And
Shaq's mom had a problem with it, but that's about it.
Well, just that, sometimes. What
because
do?
Why do so many guys like anal? Is it because it's tighter?
No, not
It's because they're gay.
No, guys will claim that.
Men.
They will claim that, but really, it is a sort of an acting out paper. It's a control issue. It's a way of doing something naughty,
different, something new. Too.
It really doesn't have anything to do with the feeling of it per se. It's the experience that they want to have, and it's a show me that you love me kind of gesture.
Never.
And it's one I don't understand. And by ladies, if you don't want to do that, do not do that for God's sakes.
Yeah, please.
Women are in control. They have control of the reins. If you don't want to do something, the guys are not scampering away, and if they do. Good riddance.
Yeah. I'm so glad I grew up like fat and ugly, because if a girl just talks to me, that proves that she loves me. That's all I need. I don't need the anal thing and the Nazi costume and all that.
Where did you grow up?
Don't need it. Huh?
Where'd you grow up?
Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's because you went to William and Mary.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean I grew up there. But that's where I grew up. I was living in California when I was 5, blonde-haired and skinny and dumb and happy, and then I moved to Virginia, and brown-haired, fat, and angry.
What happened?
I blew it. My dad was military. We moved around a lot.
Okay. So you were in Norfolk or something?
Yeah, well, he was up in, I think he was in Quantico. No, he was in, yes, he was down in Quantico, then he ended up in D.C.
Oh.
So we lived in the suburbs of Virginia, the most boring place on earth. Oh my God.
Chevy Chase, that kind of thing? Or
no,
nice?
not even a place with like some history. We lived in Sterling, Virginia, which was built. It was built 2 years after I was born. So, like,
nice.
My wife, like, her high school she went to, like, Ernest Hemingway went there, and the high school that I went to was built 2 years after I was born. Like, there's no history, nothing happened there.
Where did she grow up, your wife?
Chicago.
Ernest Hemingway grew up in Chicago?
He went to high school there.
No kidding.
Yeah.
It was like in the West Indies or something.
No? Good Lord. No. He traveled when he was later in life, but, yeah.
Michelle, 17. Michelle?
Hi.
What's up?
Hey.
Just had a question. I'm 17, and I'm dating a 21-year-old. And every single time we have sex, like, I won't hear from him for a couple of days.
You're fat. Yeah.
It's because he's too busy high-fiving his friends.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, like, I don't know if he's, running off or what, or if he's cheesy or what's going on.
If we were to talk to him, would he say, Michelle is my girlfriend?
Yeah. No, like, we hang out, like, every single day, and then we'll have sex, and then he'll...
But does he tell people this is my girlfriend, Michelle?
Yeah. Like, we say, I love you, everything.
But
does
no,
he
like,
say,
publicly, does
you're
he
my
say...
girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, he says, he introduces me as his girlfriend.
Okay.
To his friends and your friends?
Yeah, all our friends, we have the same friends, everything.
Okay. And, all right.
And he doesn't talk to you for 2 days after sex?
Well, like, sometimes he will, sometimes he won't. So,
I know the answer to this.
Okay, go.
He's a spy.
Sleeps?
He's a spy. He's a spy for the government. That's it. Problem solved.
Okay, next.
Or he's a werewolf. One of the two.
Yeah.
Do you hold him off? In other words, is he begging for sex all the time, and then all of a sudden you finally give in, and then he disappears for a few days after that?
No, not really. It's more like sometimes we'll see each other afterwards, but then like sometimes I won't hear from him for a couple days.
Do you ask him why?
No, I haven't. I haven't confronted him about it.
All right, Michelle. Let's not make it a confrontation. Let's make it a query, right? It's like, I've noticed that you take off. Do you want us to call him?
Oh, that'd be great.
Do you want to do that?
No.
You don't want to do that?
No.
Because look, it's a legitimate question. It's, hey, we have sex, we have this intimate moment, and then you disappear for 2 days. That doesn't feel good to me. Why do you do that? It's just so I understand. It's not a confrontation. It's like you're not saying, hey, you're not even saying cut it out yet because you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
All right, Michelle, take care of
Yeah,
that.
just ask him that way. Just be pleasant about it.
Yes. People have in their lexicon now the idea of confronting. I gotta confront that guy about this. You don't confront anybody about anything.
Yeah.
Where the hell do you get with a confrontation anywhere except a bunch of defensiveness?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like people you confront somebody, what you get is somebody pushing back at you with a bunch of nonsense. Yeah. All right, the phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. It's LoveLine. I'm on with Patton Oswalt tonight. Please do call in. We will continue to take your calls after this. 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton Oswalt in here tonight on LoveLine, and we're going to go right to callers. This now is Kim, who's 19. Kim?
Yeah, I had a question. I have my nipples pierced, and I always heard that, like, once you you can't breastfeed. Kind of curious.
Patton, how about you? Your piercings okay?
They're fine.
I
got I got like a barbell in one and a ring in the other. And they're both. I mean, they're both fine.
So there you go.
I got a gweech through my taint, and that has hurt my bike riding.
What's
but
a gweech?
It's like a Prince Albert kind of thing.
A gweech through my taint.
Gweech through my taint, and I'm just saying my bike times have really fallen off.
Poetry. A gweech through the taint. It's like a Dr. Seuss character.
Gweets to the Taint is actually opening for the AAS at I think New Year's at Dumbo in Brooklyn. In Dumbo, Brooklyn at St. Anne's.
Great band name, Gweets to the Taint.
Gweets to
All
the
right,
Taint.
Kim, I've asked, this question's been asked many times over the years, and we've talked to piercing professionals, so to speak, and they tell us that this does not, you have to take the piercings out, and it doesn't make the breastfeeding any easier, that's for sure, because it comes out of multiple sources now.
Yeah.
But it doesn't prevent breastfeeding.
Oh, okay. I was just like, totally curious about that. So.
Well, that's what I'm told.
I'm not having a kid anytime soon, so.
Well, that's what I'm told. So there you go. But what difference does it make now? They're already in, right?
Correct.
Okay. So
Right,
what are you doing? Why all the piercings? What's that all about?
Oh, I just like them.
Yeah. Okay. Now, why all the piercings?
Besides my ear, so.
But what? All right. Do you attract guys? What is the idea?
Well, no, not really.
What does it do
They're
for you?
cute.
Don't you ever? They're cute. Don't you ever think about what motivates you to do something?
No, no.
Well, you might give it some thought. I mean, it's sort of what makes us human beings, that we're able to sort of think about things before we do them. Tom is 30.
Hello, Tom.
This is
Hi,
Tom.
Tom.
We're talking to Tom.
Yeah, Tom, that's you,
Tom.
dude.
This is my question. I am currently I'm 32 years old, and probably I guess my late teens into my early 20s when I would climax and actually orgasm, I would get quite the throw with semen 5-10 feet, maybe hit the curtains on the other side of the room. And now that I've gotten older, that seems to gradually have basically dissipated on me.
Yeah, that's because you have a partner now, and it won't go through her.
Well, you know, sometimes you do have a chance to see what happens with that, depending on the circumstances. And I was just curious if that was something that is typical with aging.
Yes, a lot of things are typical.
Bring back, so to speak.
No,
It took you 32 years to think about that your cum's not going as far. That's what you've hit at age 32. You're thinking about why your cum's not going that far.
Sometimes when you pull out, it's just a little bit disappointing when it doesn't quite hit the mark that you're shooting for.
Well, let's just use a little deductive reasoning here.
You feel like it sounds like a superhero going through a crisis. Yeah, my power is I shoot semen, and it's not going so far. Dr. Lizardo escaped last week. It's awful.
Well, I grant you, it's
God.
a tragedy. It's just, you know, curiosity.
Well, just use a little deductive reasoning. When you're 90, how often do you figure you're going to be able to do this? And how far you figure you shoot at 80?
Well, I'm sure. Well, I guess based upon the current track that I'm on, it would be no shooting.
Just using your imagination, just assuming about how humans age. You think things are going to be the same as when you're 20?
No, absolutely not.
Do you think they just shut off all of a sudden at 79, or it's a gradation down as you grow older?
Yeah. So you're saying
All right.
even so, basically for my age, that would be pretty normal then.
Yeah, it'd be pretty normal. And this is just one of many, many, many changes you're going to see as time goes along. My goodness. But it's nice that he does sort of recognize the changes in his superhero prowess.
You know, the piercing girl, yeah, she was an idiot, but she's 19. You're supposed to be an idiot. But this guy's 32, and he's dumber than the piercing girl. Like, that's so depressing. How does that
18.
happen?
Oh,
yeah.
That's all more than we have time to go into tonight.
Oh, okay, that's true, yeah. That was a rhetorical, actually.
Spencer, 18.
Hey, Drew, I had a question. I have to, when I go crap, I have to take off all my clothes in public places or at home, no matter what. Like, it's fairly uncomfortable.
Well, again, Spencer, this is your area. The fart humor, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got to say, this sounds like a fake call.
No, I'm serious. Like, in public places, like if I'm at school or something, I'll take off all my clothes and, like, roll them up and put them on the top of my shoes, you know, so they don't hit the floor, or, like, put them on my backpack or something.
And you have no idea where this got started?
No, I don't.
And do you have other obsessive-compulsive qualities? Do you wash your hands a lot? Do you do other things you can't control you'd like to control?
No, not really.
All right. Well, here's the deal, Spencer. Cut it out.
Okay.
Go ahead and crap like a normal person. You don't have. There's some things. Either you have more serious mental illness and you unable to control behaviors that are unreasonable and impulsive, or this is something you started doing when you were a kid and it's time to stop. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Stop.
How did Adam do this job 5 days a week for 10 years? How did he do this without blowing the top of his head off?
So just hang in there, Pat. It's gonna be good. It's gonna get better.
It's gonna be great. I'm helping people.
Yes, you are. That's right. Patton Oswalt is helping people tonight on LoveLine. The phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Let's see. We got a man who's lost it. No, a girl who says the boyfriend's lost an inch on his penis. We got the man disrobing. Oh, we got a question for you about working with Jimmy Fallon on Taxi. All right, we'll be back with more LoveLine after this.
LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine will be right back.
Tonight on LoveLine, Patton Oswalt, 1-800-LOVE-191. We got to bring Patton along. We got to sort of cheer him up.
Yeah.
Right? All right,
I don't know. I'm just feeling really bad about the future of America. By the way, I was just online. Apparently, all the networks next season are doing shows about the apocalypse.
Nice.
They've all bought shows about America being destroyed.
Nice.
I'm serious. I'm not making it up either. It's all about like weird post-apocalyptic road warrior stuff.
Is this all post 9/11 stuff? I mean, we're 4 years out now.
Well, I think it's more like the way things are going right now. I think they just heard the last segment of Callers and they bought them based on
I
that.
see.
One of them is about a 32-year-old guy, and he's just worried about that his semen isn't going far enough. And then
really?
Somehow that calls out the 4 horsemen, and they wipe everything out.
Well, he's the one superhero that could save us.
He is the one, yeah. But his powers are failing.
They're fading. I mean, what are you going to do? He's aging. He's an aging superhero.
No, we got to do something.
Chet 16. This one is for Patton.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Chet.
Hey, I was just wondering. I saw the movie Taxi, and I was just wondering how it was to work with Jimmy Fallon and Queen Latifah, because they're two of the funniest people out there right now, along with you.
It was. I mean, it was nice. I mean, Jimmy's always been a friend, nice guy, and I mean, I only met Queen Latifah for that afternoon, but she was very nice to me. I don't know what to say.
Chet, is that you?
Hello,
Tim, are you on the
Chet?
phone?
Well, shh.
Tim, who are you talking to, man?
Get off.
Tim, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get off.
Who are you talking to?
No one. Just get off.
Who is it? Hello?
You're gay.
What?
This is the best call of the night, I got to say, Patton.
Hello?
Drew, this is a bit.
Who's that?
They're doing.
Dude.
They're doing a bit.
Is that?
I think you're
on
probably
LoveLine?
right. We'll put him on hold just in case.
It's a total bit.
All right, fair enough. So Queen Latifah, I got to be on her talk show back in the day. She was really nice.
Yeah.
Right?
I've always had a thing for her, man.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, I'm
I
a
can understand that.
I'm a total like racist white supremacist, but she is hot.
Yeah, and just a really, really just an interesting and nice person. Smart, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to play your stuff back on my radio show back in college, like when she was doing Ladies First and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I always dug her. I'm serious.
I believe you. This is Angel 24. Angel?
Hello, yes.
Oh, it's a male. Oh, what's going on, Angel?
Yeah, I was dating a girl for about 3 years, and then she ended up cheating on me. And the person that she cheated on me with, she had told me, like, after we had broke up, she was like, well, you know, he had, like, a bigger, you know, member than you and stuff. And, like, I had always considered myself to be pretty well-sized. I was, like, about 8 inches, just under. And
Angel, she didn't say that to you.
No,
or if she did, and you believed it, I mean, you took that as sort of a legitimate or substantial reason as to why she would be with another guy?
Well, that wasn't the reason. That wasn't the reason that she was with the other guy. But you know, we had kind of tried to work things out again, and you know, through the course of us trying to get back together, you know, you start asking all the questions. You know, like, oh, well, what kind of positions did you do? What did he do that was different than me? You know, is he bigger than me? And at this point, we were already kind of trying to work things out. And one of the things she had told me about him was that she had told me that I was way better than him, but just that he was bigger than me. And for some reason, that, like, affected my confidence, I guess you would say.
Well, Angel, first of all, she didn't say he was bigger and that's why I was with him, A. B, the hell are you doing asking questions about the specifics of their relationship? You know that's only going to lead to just awful feelings.
I don't know. I guess for some reason I just really needed to know what kind of things had happened. I mean,
well, look what you did. Look what you've done. All right, now
Angel,
you're there.
Angel,
Fantastic.
let me ask you a question. Let's go back in time. Let's say you had asked her, was this guy bigger than me? Like, how big was his penis? And she would have said, oh, my God, it was only like 2 inches long. It was this little, shriveled up shrimpy thing. And then you would have, right now, you'd be going, how could she be with this guy with his tiny, what else is he doing that I'm not doing? Like, there's no answer she's ever going to give you that's going to make you feel better. Ever. It'll only lead to you being at the spot you're at right now. If she had said this guy had the worst BO, was not funny, had this tiny penis, didn't know how to have sex well, then you'd be here going, he must have something I don't have. There's no answer you'll ever get that'll make you feel better. So don't ask questions. Don't ask about that stuff.
All right.
There you go. That's it. And this relationship is not working. Well, I mean, this is done.
My God.
You put nail. Each one of those questions was another nail in the coffin of that relationship.
Yeah. Dude,
Chloe,
you're done.
18.
You got to move on. You killed it.
Chloe, what's up?
Hey.
Just because Patton's eating Rice Krispies, just relax there, Anderson. Chloe, what's up?
Lately, I've been fantasizing about my ex-boyfriend with my boyfriend currently, like when I'm having sex with him.
You're fantasizing about your ex in order to get off with your current.
Yeah.
And tell us what was wrong with the ex. Why did you leave? What's going on with this relationship?
He moved away. And
someone-
he came back for a summer, and me and him did end up making out one night, and I did convince it. I told my boyfriend, and we worked it out, but lately I've just been fantasizing about this old boyfriend with my current boyfriend.
It's pretty simple. You're sort of still carrying a torch for this old guy, and you're not that into the current guy.
I know, but this current guy is really dedicated, and that old guy is just...
Yeah, but are you really dedicated?
I have no clue. I think I am. Like, I really love this guy. I find myself not attracted to him sexually.
You would either know or you wouldn't.
Would you hear what she says? Is she's not physically attracted to him? That's not a great sign.
Yeah, that's bad.
I used to be, but lately he hasn't been able to get it up, and it's just been frustrating me.
Ooh. So there's lots of problems here. How old is he?
He's 18.
That's kind of weird. The 18-year-old, is the relationship going okay otherwise? Have you guys been fighting a lot? Or some reason why he'd be anxious and having trouble?
Weird. We used to fight a lot because we both had trouble with drugs. We both had trouble with our parents. And now everything's perfect. It's just our sex life is not that good.
This is kind of complicated, Chloe. How is it that you guys are not doing drugs currently? Are you in recovery or you just stopped?
He's in recovery. Well, I'm recovering from bulimia, and he's recovering from a meth addiction.
And he's in the program. He's going to meetings every day.
Oh no, he's done with the program. He's been done for a year.
Okay, there's no.
But does he
you're
still
never
go
done
to
with
meetings?
the program. You got to go to meetings every day.
Well, I haven't seen him do it. I'm pretty sure he's not on it.
All right. If he's not going to meetings, he's probably doing drugs. So there's a possibility. Yeah, if he's not doing, listen, methamphetamine addiction is a deadly disease that's very hard to treat and requires essentially a daily commitment for years. And if he's not actively involved in some kind of recovery process, there's a high probability he's using. So that may be why he doesn't get things up.
Hey, can I say something? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, just beyond the whole meth addiction thing.
Yeah.
If you're going out with an 18-year-old and you're thinking about your old boyfriend and you're not as physically attracted to this guy and this 18-year-old, how old are you, by the way?
I'm 18.
All right, if this 18-year-old is having trouble getting it up, can I just say that maybe both of you, without saying it, are dancing around the fact that you two, neither of you is probably that attracted to one another, and neither of you wants to be the bad guy that starts the breakup because you've gone through all this recovery and you're all about, I'm making promises now and I'm making commitments. So this would seem like a step back, even though it actually isn't. One of you needs to step up and be the actual not bad guy and just go, look, we're dancing around the fact that neither of us is that into each other, and let's just move on, no harm, no foul. I think that's what's going on. I think you're muddying it up with all the, we're going through recovery and all this other stuff. I think that you two aren't really that attracted to each other.
I've tried breaking up with him, and, he just will not take no for an answer. And now I don't really want to anymore, but it still makes me nervous that I can't even break up with him.
Yeah, Chloe, this is kind of a horrible situation on many, many levels.
I think the reason he doesn't want to break up is because that would be yet another failure on the road to all this other recovery and promises and commitments. Like, he can't have any failure in his life right now because it's symbolic of something bigger. I'm sorry, Drew, go ahead.
You have bulimia, anorexia, and you're a drug addict, Chloe. That is the kind of... What?
I was an alcoholic for a little while.
Okay, so you're alcoholic addicts. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
You're an alcoholic addict with an eating disorder. You know what that means about your relationships, right?
I know our relationship is dysfunctional, but it just
you're going to have very serious problem with relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you in therapy now?
Yeah, lots of it.
Okay, and you talk about relationships and how chaotic they are and how difficult it is for you to maintain boundaries. That's the way relationships are going to be for you for a while. And virtually any good idea, any attraction you have is going to be a bad idea, right? Because you're attracted to the wrong kind of guys. You're attracted to chaos, correct? Is that true?
I would think so, yeah.
That's what tends to happen. So here now you found a guy that was chaotic, who's now getting into recovery, who's becoming boring because he's not so chaotic anymore. And maybe he's got some dysfunction now, maybe he's using drugs, maybe not. But the fact is, all that drama is no longer there. When the drama's not there, you ain't there. Correct? Is that how you tend to behave in relationships?
It's just getting to the point where he just says he does whatever I tell him to do, and I don't want to be in that position.
All right, look, whatever it is, both of us are telling you the same thing, that this relationship is pretty much over. And if you can't set boundaries and sort of be present enough to say, look, this is over, and set a boundary down and change your phone number, whatever it is you have to do to stop going on in this relationship, it's really a problem. It's becoming sort of addictive and compulsive in itself. God knows, he can't tolerate loss and abandonment, and probably neither can you. Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, abandonment, when you've had the kinds of issues, when you have eating disorders and addiction, that sort of stuff, abandonment is a huge issue. And to sort of end something, all of a sudden you idealize it and can't stand that process of leaving. You've got a lot of support, a lot of therapy. You want to leave this thing. You've got to use those support systems in order to set down boundaries and go ahead and leave. It'll be good for him in the long run. He needs to focus on his recovery, get a sponsor, start working the program, and focus on getting well himself. This thing is not going anywhere for either of you. Speaking of another relationship that's not going well, here's Michelle, who's 16. Michelle?
Hey.
What's up? Boy, you sound depressed. Woo!
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I can't stop stalking this guy that I met, but I can't stop calling him, and he threatens me, but I still call him, and I can't stop.
Where are your parents?
Sleep.
So you live at home with your parents?
I live with my mom. I don't know my dad.
Can you tell her? Does she know about these behaviors?
No. No way.
Does this guy threaten to tell your mom?
He threatens to blow my house up.
That's a good situation. Oh.
Boy, you two have got to get together. This sounds great.
Yeah, Michelle and our last caller really should be best buds.
Yeah.
How'd she get his number? Who is this guy to you? Where'd you
how'd you
come
meet
across
him?
Well, actually, I was kind of going out with his cousin, and I called his cousin really late, and he kind of felt bad, so he came and picked me up. And we went back to his cousin's house, and his cousin left me there with him. So we were talking.
And did anything happen, or you just talked to him?
We just talked, but he didn't call me back, but I knew he liked me.
Oh, boy.
Wait a minute, he didn't call you back, but you know that he likes you.
No, he used to.
Oh, yeah, that's the truth.
Drew, walk her through it.
Michelle, are you on medication?
No.
Have you ever been in a hospital before?
What kind of hospital?
Psychiatric hospital.
No.
Have you ever eating disorder?
Yes.
Are you doing drugs or alcohol?
Just cigarettes.
just cigarettes.
Doesn't it sound like she has a giant maniacal grin on her face right now? It's scary.
Yeah, it's that glibness about this, but that's sort of an aggressive thing that somebody with these kinds of problems will maintain. And it's a feeling, people with certain kinds of personality problems make you feel a certain way, even though they don't mean to sometimes. Michelle, this is really serious. Okay, this is stalking. You're going to get in a lot of trouble for it, and stalking can get out of hand sometimes, and people can do really crazy things as a result of it. This guy, the reality is he's not into you. He's not ever going to be into you, and you have to come to terms with that. Because of, what were the conditions in which your dad left?
I never knew him or anything.
How old were you when he left?
I don't know, but I don't even remember, but he came back for like 6 months, and then he left again when I was 4.
Is your mom an addict or alcoholic?
No.
Your mom's a good mom?
As much as she can be, yeah.
Okay, all right. Why don't you give her a chance to do some parenting here and let her know what you've been feeling lately and what's going on, and maybe get some help with this.
If I tell her, though, she's going to, like, make fun of me and stuff. Cause that's
well, then you have to tell somebody at school.
Does she make fun of you for other things?
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Okay, well,
eating disorder, cutting.
Oh, you're a
cutter?
Yeah.
This all kind of goes together. And Michelle, you're going to end up in the hospital with this, in the psychiatric hospital, okay? You need to ask somebody for help and tell them what you're doing. It's very important. This is not something that's going to stop on its own. You're seeing how it is already. You can't control the behavior, Michelle. You can't control it. And that's because of some things that are going on in your brain that you need help with. Okay?
Also, I don't think your mom is being as good a mom as she can be if she's making fun of you, and that's how you think of her.
Yeah, of life-threatening illnesses like bulimia and anorexia. That's not something to be made fun of. That's something that needs treatment, needs work. The cutting needs work. It's all a sign of your brain feeling overwhelmed by emotions and being unable to handle things, stresses in life, and reaching for whatever means it has at its disposal. Primitive means like starving yourself or vomiting or cutting. All those are just ways that your brain reaches for to try to manage feelings that it can't manage. You need to get help with that. This is Allie, 18.
Yes.
What's going on, Allie? Allie's calling from Alaska.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
What's going on? Yeah.
Hold on.
Let me guess. An Eskimo dumped you.
No.
All right.
No, I have a little problem. I'm dating this guy I've been with for almost 3 months. And he has this mental problem. He has a problem with himself. He's like mentally what's the word? I can't say it so it would sound bad. But he's got a problem.
Well, say it any way you can so we understand what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I don't know how to break it to him that I don't want to be with him anymore because I'm falling for another guy, and I don't want to tell him that technically. I just want to find a way to let it down easy on him.
How long have you guys gone out again?
Almost 3 months.
Well, no offense, but 3 months, you can just go, look, it's not working out.
Yeah. It's okay. You're allowed to.
I'm sure you can. Yeah, you're. That's why you date people.
Right. You're allowed to have relationships not work, and he may be getting obsessional. He may be too into it, but that's his business.
Yeah.
Does he have? What?
Well, he is kind of way clingy on me. He's like, "Oh, she's mine," and all this stuff, and it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable.
And therefore, you're leaving the relationship. That's fine, Allie. That's fine. You need to just step up and go, look, this is not working. Do not wait until you create a catastrophe for this guy, Allie, find you with somebody else. That's not... First of all, there's never any way to really let somebody down easy if they're into a relationship and you're not. They think even if they're going great, they're idealizing it, they want to keep it going forever. You don't. It's too bad. They have to deal with reality. That's the way it goes. On the other hand, if you don't give them any hint, it goes on too long and you get resentful and you do something that they catch you doing that causes them great pain, well, that's fantastic, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, what's his mental problem that you were talking about earlier? Is that...
He's let's see...
Oh my God.
He has like an anger problem, and he's had a mental
problem since he was young, and he's been taking medication and all that stuff, and I think it's the medication that has brought him to having anger and all that stuff. And
No.
it makes me feel uncomfortable because people make fun of him and all that stuff, and I try to back him up. But they make fun of me as well for dating the guy.
Oh, boy.
So it kind of makes me feel like I'm uncomfortable and I'm not wanted or anything like that from everyone else that I talk to.
Well,
look,
Allie,
I mean, 3 months into it, you can break. You get to break up with someone if you go through. I'm sorry, you can break up with them.
Yeah, it's okay that you don't have to be responsible for his condition. He has people treating it. They'll watch out for it. I guarantee you the anger is not being caused by the medicine he's taking. In fact, typically the angers get a lot worse when people get off these medications. So certainly don't encourage him to get off and to get him back to people that are taking care of him. If he can't handle the fact this thing is ending, I'm sorry that he's had a condition his whole life, but it doesn't matter in terms of whether or not this relationship is going to survive.
Break up with him. No harm, no foul.
That's right. This is Philip, 22.
Hi.
Hey.
I was just wondering, my girlfriend, like, I'm like a normal guy, and I don't mind having sex with her every day, but she's trying to get me to have sex with her almost like 5 hours a day every day, and I was just wondering if there might be some kind of issue with that. Like, there's something wrong with her.
Patton?
There is absolutely nothing wrong with her.
I mean, 5 hours a day every day is...
And I'd like her MySpace profile.
I like having sex. I mean, I don't mind being with her all, but doesn't that, like, make pretty much the relationship all about sex?
You're Philip. You're 22. You're male, and I'm confused by the question. But be that as it may, what you're responding to is not the too much sex part. You're responding to the weird energy in all this. The fact that she can never be satisfied, and it's coming at you aggressively all the time. That's
I understand him. When I was 22, I was like, can't we read some books, or does it have to be about sex all day? That's
Be fair. That was you at 19. That was you at 19.
That's true.
I'm like busy. I work too, so I mean.
No, I know you can't work. When people have sexual addiction, sexual compulsion, or addictions of any kind, work is not a priority. And she is so involved in these compulsions. Was she sexually abused when she grew up? When she was growing up?
Not when she was growing up, but she was raped once when she was probably in high school.
Well, a rape during the teen years almost always is preceded by, not almost always, but very, very commonly preceded by a sexual abuse in childhood. And both those things can add up to sexual compulsion, sexual addiction. So, Philip, it sounds like she's out of control that way. She may want to see someone about this. You can go ahead and say, here's what I can tolerate. Here's our time. Just as if you were trying to contain any other behavior that was out of control.
Yeah.
Deal with it in a very structured way. And 1 hour here, 1 hour here. We'll do it in the morning, the evening, or just once a day, because that's all I can muster. Physically, it's all I can do, number one. And number two, I have to work. And that's reality, and that's the way it goes. If that's not good for her, there are treatments out there, SA, individual therapists, that sort of thing that can help.
You can make her feel good about it. You can just say, "Oh, I want to make it really, really special with you," and and you're wearing me out. You're a sexual dynamo, without hurting her feelings.
Yeah. The problem with that, if she's truly a sex addict, she'll start making it his problem and saying, start demeaning him and stuff. But then
I'm trying to help the guy. I don't know.
I know. He may not work.
Lord.
So the phone number is 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton, you're coming around. You're coming on. Patton Oswalt.
I am.
King of Queens. Spence, 8 o'clock, CBS Mondays. Also on Comedians of Comedy. This is his Comedy Central special where he and Maria Bamford, Brian Posehn,
Zach Galifianakis, really funny group of people in a van on the road going to clubs.
Baltimore, really New York, Philadelphia, Atlantic City, Martha's Vineyard.
Oh,
that's where it ends, huh?
It ends oddly enough in Martha's Vineyard, where we're trying to entertain very rich, complacent liberals. Which is like one of actually the worst one is Atlantic City. Oh man.
Why?
Atlantic City that place is where Hope goes to get raped. That is how awful Atlantic City is. It's like every day planes fly over it and just spray a fresh coat of horrible on everything. I've never ever been in a place so bad.
But how do you really feel about it? I mean, go back.
It just, and the audiences. I mean, the audience, they're trying their best, but you can just tell that they're just beaten down by everything. Like going to get a corn dog to them is an anger-inducing incident.
Ooh. Like, I'm intrigued by your London and Dublin experience too. I mean, American. Do they have King of Queens over there?
Yeah,
Do they know you
apparently
from that?
it's on like all the time. And what's really weird, King of Queens is apparently massive in Germany. It's on like 5 times a day, and there's like 4 huge fan sites for it. I didn't go to Germany, but that's what I've been told. I get a lot of fan mail from Germany.
Laughing time is over.
Yes, oddly enough.
All right, the phone number here is 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton Oswalt in here tonight, and we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, it's LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Patton Oswalt in here tonight. He's huge in Germany. Huge. Aren't you?
Yeah, man. Me and Hasselhoff, gigantic in Germany.
Massive. Let's go right to calls. This is Megan, 21. Megan?
Hi.
Hey, Megan.
Hi. My question is, I get extremely excruciating headaches after I orgasm, like to the point where I've blacked out before, and it's really starting to kill my sex life with my boyfriend because he thinks he's hurting me.
That's because he's punching you while he has sex with you. Tell him not to punch you.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Yeah.
But no, it feels like someone's taking a pickaxe and just hitting me right in the frontal lobe or in like the back of my brain, like near my spine.
Have you checked your bedroom for gnomes? Are there gnomes? Because they have little pickaxes. They're attracted to sex, and they'll try to kill the
Really?
female. Yeah, because there's gold in your vulva, and if they can get you at the point of orgasm, that's when you release it. But they need to kill you at that moment, and it's enchanted gold.
Ah, I see.
Drew, help her out. I'm not helping.
Well, this enchanted gold helps you enter into a special land far. Okay. Anyway, do you have a history of migraines?
No, I've had all that checked out. I've had CAT scans, and my doctors haven't found anything.
So you have complained about this to your doctors, and they've done evaluations.
Yeah.
Have they ever tried you on migraine medication or preventative medication for migraines?
They had something that they claimed. They gave me Paxil last year that they said would help with the headaches, and I also have insomnia, which I would assume they'd rather give me something for sleep, but, he's a doctor, I'm not. And it caused temporary blindness in one of my eyes. My right eye.
Paxil did, or the headache did?
The Paxil did. Like, I started getting the black spots, and they were like, well, that's a symptom that affects, 1 in 2 million people. So I stopped taking that because I'd rather be able to see. So...
Is there a history of migraine in your family?
I don't know. I'm adopted.
All right. Have they been telling you these are probably migraines?
No, because it's really the only time I get them. I mean, every once in a while, in a blue moon, I'll get one, and it's not because I'm out in the light or anything or feeling exhausted.
Have you seen a neurologist?
No.
Okay, well, that's what you need to do. It's very appropriate that they did scans on your brain. They may want to do an MRI, too, if they haven't done that yet. And there is something called post-migraine headache, post-orgasm headache, that is sort of a normal thing. And some of that tends to be a migrainous-type headache, so it responds to things that prevent migraines. But there are also post-orgasm headaches that are signs of more serious conditions. Now, simple scans like the CAT scan and whatnot rule out easy things, but you may need a more definitive workup than just that. So you need to see a neurologist. How long have you been having this for?
About 3 years.
Wow. And it's every time?
9 times out of 10. With my last boyfriend, however, I really didn't orgasm at all. However, with this guy I've been with for the last 2 years, usually almost every time, and 9 times out of 10, it hasn't been until the last 8 months I've actually started blacking out, and it's really killing our sex life.
Well, you should have stayed with that last guy.
Yeah, apparently.
Stay with the guy who's not good, man.
Just to switch topics a little bit, what was the problem with that guy?
He just wasn't really into anything that would get me off. He was pretty much just, it's all him, which is fine. I don't mind, doing my job, so to say, but it just, whatever he was doing wasn't
a romantic way to think about it.
I know, if that were a guy, that would be like the end. She has an orgasm, but she won't let me have one. Well, that's the end of that. Pow, that night. No more. Boy, wow. Interesting that way. And I'll tell you what, Megan, this passing out thing even has me more concerned, because that is not a typical part, the blacking out of a post-orgasm headache. So I think it's really quite important that you move along and get this more definitively worked up with a neurologist. Let's do a little Germany or Florida. You ready for that?
Oh.
Patton, remember that game?
What's it?
Germany or Florida? What happens is we've realized that everything weird emanates from Germany or Florida. Really macabre, bizarre sexual action. Whenever somebody tells you a weird story, it's always something that came from Germany or Florida. So the callers call in.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they tell us the story, and we tell them, did that come from Germany or Florida? Marcus.
Okay.
All right. So, Marcus.
Yeah. Hey.
Here you go. Germany or Florida?
Okay. A man stole 175 diamonds from a jewelry store. He hid them in a pair of old shoes, which he left with his father while he went on a fishing trip. In his absence, his father gave some old clothing, including the shoes, to a child care center. Upon returning from his trip, the man stormed into the child care center, demanding the jewels back so furiously that they called the police and he was arrested.
Germany or Florida?
Germany.
Germany? Really?
Germany.
Sounds kind of Floridian to me.
But the rage thing at the end.
Really? That's Germany?
Yeah.
The righteous indignation, that's all Germany?
Yeah, and then also the stealing the diamonds. I don't know, there's something like...
There's a little European about that, isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm going Florida. Marcus? Germany or Florida?
Drew, you're right, it's Florida.
Oh, man.
Yeah. There was something a little bit sort of sleek and European about that story, but
yeah,
I don't know that when you get that white trash, action of putting it in the shoes, and it sounded Florida.
Yeah, you know what? Although there is something also kind of Black Foresty folktale about. I took the diamonds and hid them in the shoe, and then the cobbler came, and there was a cheese contest, and there's that also has a very Germanic feel to it.
You're absolutely right.
Diamonds in the shoes. Remember the story I would tell little Hans, and that's why he's gay now.
That's how you play the game.
Mm-hmm.
This is Rick, who's 22.
Hello?
Hi, Rick.
Hi.
Rick, what's going on?
I just got to give a little background information on my situation. I met this girl 9 months ago, and we started dated for about, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Dated for about 3 months, and then we kind of broke up because we got too busy for each other, and then she got back together with her ex-boyfriend, who she was with right before me. And then within the past 2 months, we started hanging out a lot and basically been having sex, and I know he doesn't know about it, and I've basically started falling for her again and don't really know how to handle it.
She sounds a little chaotic to me. What's her deal? What's she like?
She, as far as how she is around me or what?
I mean, how's her history in relationships? How old is she? Does she come from trouble?
She's 19. I mean, I met her family and everything. Her family doesn't seem like she's had any past problems or anything. I don't know what her relationship history is like because, I've only known her for less than a year. But
well, then why don't you put down a little bit of, lay the law down. Either if she's going to continue seeing you, she has to leave the other guy. That's it.
Yeah, because I'm not sure if she's just kind of coming to me for sex. I probably don't mind. I don't want to lose that, but on the other hand, I'm kind of falling for her, so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, but don't ever be... I mean, if you really do love her, then don't put yourself in that position. Don't put yourself as a, as a Game Boy or something. Be the whole thing. Be the whole system.
Yeah.
Not only that, but you're assuming she thinks like you were when you were 19. She's a 19-year-old female.
Yeah.
They don't typically seek relationships for sex.
Yeah.
You know what? If they've got a relationship... There's something wrong with that relationship. They're resentful. They're getting back at the guy. They're not getting their needs met. That's why they flip over to the other guy.
Yeah.
Now, if you're sort of the bullpen that she's keeping on deck till she gets as a sort of transition while she gets out of that one, excellent. You need to expedite that. But if you're just a way of getting back, but if you're just a way of getting back at the guy that she really loves, you're going to be in trouble.
Yep.
So you're going to have to find out where you are.
Okay.
Could we play the Eagles' Heartache tonight? Right now, that would really help.
We got that?
Out. No, I'm just kidding.
Anderson gets in trouble
the
for playing
Eagles,
songs
please.
like that.
All right.
Yes, the Eagles are great. Musical geniuses. What are you talking about?
Oh.
All right, this is now
they're
Rick.
depressing.
Wait. You what? This is Annette, who's 20. Annette. Hey, Annette.
Hello?
Hi, Annette. What's going on?
Every time I give my boyfriend head, he pushes when he's going to come, he pushes my head down further, and the cum, it starts coming out of my nose, and it's been it's been getting in my eyes, and it's I don't know what's that. Hello?
Yeah.
I just heard the Three Stooges theme started up in my head as you were describing that. I'm really sorry. That was very inappropriate.
Oh, Annette.
What?
What's your question?
I'm just wondering if there's like anything like is it going to ruin my eyes or because it gets in my eyes sometimes.
Can I just say 3 words that you can use that I think might help the situation? And you need to say it to your boyfriend. Ready? Don't do that.
Okay.
See if that works.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, there's 3 more. I will bite. Those are the 3 that follow. Okay.
Drew's the doctor. Listen to him.
And do not hesitate. That is
right.
that is just disgusting and punishing. And while yes, you can get chlamydia in the eyes, and you can get chemical conjunctivitis from semen, and you can actually get chlamydia in the eyes too. But
you can get chlamydia in the eyes? I didn't know that.
Yes, you can.
Wow.
Yes, you can. It's rather quite serious. You get gonorrhea
I got to remember
in the eyes
that
too.
I got to remember that if I go to prison. you can get what of the eyes?
Gonorrhea too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's good times.
What about crabs?
Crabs, no, but you get crabs in your eyebrows and probably eyelashes too. For God knows.
That's
but this business of
ask Ernest Borgnine, he'll tell you.
Oh yeah, well, there's his nose hairs that were that one. and well, I'm just saying. And the fact that he holds her heads down. Think about this: like holding her underwater until stuff blurts out. I mean,
you got to ask about this guy.
That's John Wayne Gacy stuff.
Hey, Anderson, you talk to this girl. I'm too busy.
You got to ask if he works around metal. I mean, he's a terrible, terrible person.
And that. What kind of guy is this that does this to you?
Just got out of the joint.
Someone, I don't know.
It's Alan Alda. It's Alan Alda, isn't it?
Andy
I'm pretty sure.
What's he do for a living?
He's a plumber.
A plumber.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it right there, Drew. We've solved the mystery.
And what are you doing? That's just after David Allen Greer finishes the toilet flushing. What do you do? Are you going to school? What?
I'm sorry?
Do you go to school? Do you work? What do you do right now?
I go to school.
She goes to apple bobbing college, which is also kind of ironic.
No.
What?
Where do you go to school?
I go to school at Cal Poly.
Okay, so Cal Poly. What are you studying?
I'm studying. I want to be a teacher. I want to be a 4th grade teacher.
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice, but I'm trying to flush out the picture here of her with her plumber boyfriend, and then as a 4th grade teacher.
You said flush.
It's not all coming out. It's not all coming together for me. I said come too.
That is true.
All right. All right, Annette.
By the way, this is going to be a show on Fox next fall. This whole situation.
That's nice.
Leah Remini will be playing Annette.
Yeah, because I'm going to pitch it.
So, what, Annette? What do you see in this guy?
Well, I mean, he's really
His lap. I'm sorry,
and
that was awful.
He's real what? He's real what?
I'm sorry?
Go ahead. He's real what?
I said he's really attractive, and like he treats me pretty good, but it's just that one habit that he does when he comes, like, it really bothers me. I don't know what to do or, like, how to go about telling him to, like, that it bothers me.
Don't do that, or
I love how like girls that have like boyfriends that do something really, really wildly abusive like this always go, he treats me pretty good. You know, except for the weird, forced fellatio thing at the end. But otherwise, everything else is great.
We have this
gets the door.
Yeah, we have this strange thing, Patton, in our culture where we excuse everybody everything. It's like, he is the greatest guy if you knew him. Yeah, he killed like about 13 people. But no, he's a great guy. If you knew him, he's your best friend. He's trustworthy. You can rely on him.
Don't people realize that, like, if you hang out with someone all day, you're going to see them. You're going to see everyone, even the worst people, doing nice things. No one, even like a maniacal killer, isn't maniacally killing people every waking minute of his life. Other times, he's standing in line to get a milkshake, or he's letting someone in the door in front of him. Like,
and they're pleasant, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone has. So that's insane to always go, if you knew him.
No, you're defined by the range of actions that you maintain in your life, not by the average or the ones you do most of the time, but the actual range. And if you do outlying behaviors, that's who you are. If you happen to murder once, people murder once are a murderer.
Yeah,
that's it.
There's nice guys who get the door for people and pay for dinners that also don't murder people. They do the same thing, but without the murder in there.
And there are nice plumbers out there that don't take their girlfriend's head and cram it down till they're in their pharynx and shoot semen out their eyeball and their nose.
Plunging.
Right.
Oh, my God.
It's called plunging. But he is, but otherwise, he's great. He's a really great guy.
Otherwise, he's
All
my
the other
best.
stuff.
He's just the best buddy. Just a cool
Awesome.
guy.
Yeah.
He's 1-800-LOVE-191. Look for Patton Oswalt, Friday, December 2nd, 11 p.m. Comedians of Comedy.
On Comedy Central.
Buddies at Comedy Central. That's right. Friday, December 2nd, 11 p.m. And we'll be back with more LoveLine, more Patton Oswalt, and more of our callers after this.
Gefühl pur. Die LoveLine. This is LoveLine.
Patton Oswalt here tonight on LoveLine, 1-800-LOVE-191. Look for him on Comedians of Comedy, Friday, December 2nd, 11 p.m. Comedy Central. And, of course, always Spence on The King of Queens, Monday, 8 p.m. CBS. And The King of Queens must have a life of syndication somewhere, too, does it not?
Yeah, it's on like a couple times a day, I think. I mean, we're in like the 8th season, so yeah, it gets shown everywhere.
And huge in Germany. This is Angela, 26.
Massive.
Angela,
Yes.
what's going on?
Hi. I believe that I'm masturbating a lot to the point where it's at work in the stalls.
So in other words, to the point where it's really, really hot?
all the time.
How many times a day?
I say probably 10 times a day.
Yeah.
How many times?
I'm sorry?
How many times a day?
About 10 times a day.
10 times a day. My goodness. When did this kick in? What's that, Patton?
Well, not to be graphic, but do you climax every time?
Yes. Yeah, I will masturbate until I climax.
It's good times.
Yeah.
When did this kind of kick into gear?
Well, it's all the time. I not all the time to the point. I just anytime I have any time alone.
Angela, when did this start?
I'd say, gosh, about a year ago.
And before that, what were you doing?
I was with my ex for 6 years.
And how was that?
And he actually had a problem with me wanting it too much.
So we had a call earlier this evening where that was kind of going on. A guy called and said his girlfriend wanted to have sex 5 hours a day and he couldn't go to work. And what we talked about with him was that his girlfriend was probably sexually abused growing up. Is that something that happened to you?
No, not any abuse that I know of.
No physical or sexual abuse?
No, not at all.
No one ever hit you with an object growing up?
No, I was raped when I was 14.
Okay. Now, this happened to his girlfriend, too, and what we said to him was, again, a rape at 14 usually is preceded by some sexual abuse or some kind of abuse earlier that kind of sets you up to be a good victim in your young teen years.
But do you think it's an addiction?
Well, I think it is an addiction to a certain extent. Are you addicted to anything else?
No, yeah. Go ahead.
No, yeah?
Yeah, what?
Which is it?
Yeah, I believe definitely it is an addiction.
All right. And have you ever been diagnosed with bipolar disorder?
Yes, I have.
Okay. So in a manic state or even hypomanic state, you can get hypersexual and begin to do lots and lots of masturbating and need sex a lot as part of your mania. Are you taking medication right now?
Yes, I am.
Is it possible that you're getting into sort of a cycle here with the hypomania?
It could be. I switched meds, though.
Boring.
All right, so Angela, thanks, Anderson.
It was such a great call. Now,
what, I made it boring because she's bipolar?
Yeah, and all the medication.
I know. Well, look, she is. People are, when they're manic depressive, they will start to become hypersexual like this. If you add in a rape and a sexual abuse, then you put a really rocket fuel behind it. And Angela, yeah, if you're addicted, it's bothering you, can't stop it. You're starting to have consequences as a result. a typical recipe for that is sexual abuse in childhood with a history of addiction in your family or alcoholism, and you need to go to treatment for that. You've got a doctor who's treating you for bipolar disorder. Ask him or her for referral for treatment for sexual addictions. There's a lot of places. You live in Arizona, there are places out there actually specialize in that. So, and look up SA if you don't have resources to pay for treatment. I hear Patton sighing.
Well, we're missing an obvious solution here.
Which is what? Stop.
Webcam.
Oh, we really just put it to good use.
Yeah, why not?
Make a career of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's when people, when God gives you lemon, make lemonade, right?
Exactly. And when God gives you compulsive masturbation, you make a website.
That's what he created the webcam for, I guess, right?
Exactly, yes.
Fantastic. Yeah. Patton Oswalt in here tonight. We got to take yet another little break. Whoa. Is that right, Anderson? Now it's time for the break?
That was quick.
I know, it is that last. Yeah, it's time for the break.
It's because we talk about pills.
Oh, yeah.
Boring.
Yeah.
Sorry, some people have bipolar disorder. All right, we'll be right back after this.
LoveLine will be right back.
LoveLine will be right back.
Boring.
That about does it for LoveLine. Patton Oswalt, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks for calling in to LoveLine, where penises come to cry.
They do indeed, and
they cry,
and where what comes out of them sheds tears, becomes tears of.
We are the shoulder that penises cry on.
Yes, indeed, we are
at LoveLine.
You can check out Patton at the King of Queens. That's Mondays at 8 p.m. at CBS. Mm-hmm. Also, do not miss Comedians of Comedy. December 2nd, Friday, 11 p.m., Comedy Central.
Yep.
And God knows you've been in like 19 films, which I didn't mention. You can find them on Zoolander, Man on the Moon.
You can go to PattonOswalt.com. It's all
there.
Hours and hours of time.
It's all there. Well, thank you again for coming in. And thank you for calling tonight. And tomorrow night, the one and only Ben Stein. So until then, how about that?
He will link chlamydia to the Democrats somehow. I know he will.
I guarantee.
It'll be fascinating.
I guarantee. I pray God we don't have any calls like the plumber's girlfriend tomorrow. I don't think Ben will run out screaming. So until tomorrow night, this is Dr. Drew saying good night and stay well.
Every time I give my boyfriend head, he pushes when he's going to come, he pushes my head down further, and the cum, it starts coming out of my nose, and it's...
I'm trying to flush out the picture here of her with her plumber boyfriend, and then as a fourth grade teacher.
You said flush.
It's not all coming out. It's not all coming together for me. I said cum, too.
This has been LoveLine. LoveLine. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or the station. The producer for LoveLine is Annie Gold. LoveLine is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.